G'day everybody. So welcome along for the journey for those guys who are new and don't really know. But so we've progressed a little bit more in my little journey to my little house in the country. So what I can tell you as of yesterday is we've been approved for our loan. The money, everything signed for so far, allegedly. The money will clear next week sometime. Next Wednesday is settlement date, apparently. I've signed the contract for the second house, paid the deposit for the second house. Yesterday, which was Friday, we got the termite guys, the pest guys went out there. They already done an inspection 2.5 months ago, thereabouts. And they went back out yesterday and they found some nests. They inspected the place. They put some holes in walls and pulled some stuff off and hopefully have killed all the termites. I'm going to put in some footage there of where he's drilled the holes into the walls and into the stumps for the house, which I actually believe all the footage that I will show is actually from inside the stumps. He said that it was I forget how many stumps in total it is, but there was roughly about 6 to 8 stumps that have had termites inside of. And most of those were hollowed out a little bit, but he said absolutely nothing to worry about. Like, don't stress about re-stumping it just because of termites. He said, like, it's fine. And you'll see that some of the hollowed out sections in those stumps are actually quite small. There may be, I think I'm only going to put 2 videos. He sent me 3. One of the videos is a larger hole, probably 4.5 inches in diameter, but still the stumps are like telephone poles. They're, 13 inches or greater across. So there's still plenty of strength in them. Certainly nothing to worry about, he says. He said also, the place is a lot better than he was originally thinking after taking the VJ paneling off the wall. And if you look back in some of the previous videos, you'll see what some people think is water damage is the termite damage. And it's pretty much just the paint that's there. It's just paper thin, nothing that the termites have been into. And it's just the paint covering up what used to be softwood or pine VJ wall paneling or tongue and groove wall paneling. And it's actually only the damage that you can see in those videos. That's the damage that they've done. So I'm flying up there next week. So I will make a video about my first inspection into the house after it's mine. But he did say that all of the damage that I basically filmed last time is localized to those areas. They didn't touch any of the hardwood. Some of the hardwood flooring that they've got into, they must have eaten just the soft parts of wood. They found soft parts, whether there's a lot of sap or whatever it is that they are able to eat in the hardwood. That's what they've eaten. And he said there was no living termites upstairs. All the termites were downstairs, and not all the parts, but all of the damage that they have done and all of the eating out of the house was all in softwood. So he said as for the roof, all the framing throughout the place is basically fine. It's just all of the add-ons where they've enclosed downstairs, and they've got some softwood sort of framing and studs and floor plates. they've been sort of attacked. But he said as for the structure of the house, it's all good. He's made a bit of a mess that I've got to clean up, which I will do. So like I said, I'm going to fly up there next Friday, stay the night. I'm going to spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and some of Monday, and then I'll fly back down to Brisbane, go back to work. And then I'll have to start making plans of when I'm going to quit my job and full-time start moving. So that's still up in the air. Don't know that yet, but I'll keep you updated, and let's try and see what we can do with this cheap little place. And hopefully can, of course I'm rolling the dice, I'm taking a gamble, but hopefully some of you guys out there might be able to find an old abandoned house as well and get out of the bloody system, without borrowing $1 million or $800,000 and being trapped. For instance, last week, I think it was Tuesday, it's 2 hours and 5 minutes to get home from what should be a 30-minute drive in the afternoon from work, coming home. Probably 2 other days this week, well over an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes easily to get home from work, which should be a half an hour drive. So, and mind you, like a lot of yous know, that's an hour drive with dickheads on the road, swerving in and out, leaving a still not even a safe gap, but is not exactly tailgating, but leaving the bare minimum. It's probably not even a safe distance when you can do 100 kilometers an hour or 110, and people will still just jump in there, and which causes you to put the brakes on, blah, 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 blah. So to get out of that shit, to get out of the fuckheads on the road that are willing to risk crashing or maiming or killing just so they can get one place ahead of you, I think that's priceless. So leave all of this shit behind. Country life will be better for my health, I think, better for my stress levels, and I just can't wait to get out, to be honest. So I'm actually going to make a phone call right now to my mum, and I'm going to see if I can find another place whether she'd be interested in and buying it with my super, whether she'd be interested in moving there with her husband and maybe his mum and brother or something like that. I just want to get all of my assets off computer screens. I don't want any of my money in the banks, in super, or anything that can be just turned off, with the excuse of, the power went out. So it'll make me really happy if all of my assets, all of my life savings and that are all in just hard assets. And it's not all property. I've got a lot of tools. Got a lot of tools and a lot of heavy stuff that's old, that's really good to me, but not really trendy and cool for young thieves and that these days. So very heavy, good luck to stealing it all. They're not going to bother, So I'm starting to get myself into a happy sort of well prepared. I've been preparing for this since about 2010, 2012 is when I started to accelerate my my plan. 2010 I really started becoming aware of what's going on, and we just seen what happened last night, the sucker punch from Israel on Iran. So I'm just keen to get out of the Dodge and take a more simple life and let everything go to hell. So Anyway, those interested in my videos on my journey, on what I can try and do to this place, hang around. I'll try and show you this every step of the way. I'll make it part of my little journey. I'm moving away from all my friends and family. So working on the house, communicating with some of you guys, as well as playing lawn bowls, playing in the local cricket team, and hopefully getting to know some of the locals. And obviously starting a new job and blah, blah, blah up there. That's going to be my new life. So cheers guys, just the latest